So the final ride in Japan as I make it way back into central Tokyo at a traffic light, of course. Interesting drain. Alright, yeah, so today, actually it's what, 10:30 now, after leaving Love Hotel number 5, which was interesting because in that one, you don't normally get a key because you're not meant to leave and they're meant to provide everything you need, like in a hatch, like if you order food and stuff. But this one actually locked you in. So I had to leave to go to the shop and I couldn't get out, and then I had to ring them and obviously communication was an issue, but I got it sorted. So today, yeah, I can check in at a hotel at 3 o'clock. The bike shop have got my box, and it's probably about 2k away, 3k away from the hotel. So I'm planning on, this is thinking out loud now, I'll ride to the bike shop. I will ask them to loosen my pedals because I chucked away my Allen key for putting them on when I got here because I was like tight on space. My multi-tool does fit it, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough leverage to get it off. Then ride to the hotel, check in at 3 o'clock, see if I can leave my bike there, if not outside or somewhere. So as I said, I'm trying to fill in the time now, and then go back to the bike shop, which is open till 7. Get the box, walk back to the hotel with the box. I hope it isn't raining, otherwise I have to get a taxi, I guess, because the box will get soaked. And then, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. And then pack the bike, hopefully in the room, if not outside. Once it's in the box, I should be able to take it into the hotel. And then, yeah, I need tape, so that's why I'm stopping here. I kept seeing this off-house, so it looks like all sorts of things, including helicopters. I suppose that's like remote control ones. So we've got camping stuff, sports stuff. It looks like a multi-purpose type shop, and there's this shop over here. I've always pass a post office as well, so I'll see if I can get some tape and fill in the time. Have a look what's in off house. Right, have a look. Well, that was a very interesting shop. Not quite what I was expecting. I was expecting more to be like a B&M, but it's like a cross between TK Maxx and a second-hand shop which sold everything. But there's definitely some new things in there. But they had loads of guitars. So I spent my time looking at them, and all pedals and stuff. Yeah, but no packing tape, so I'll try this shop. Well, that shop over there is excellent. So now I'm well taped up. Just 2 rolls of brown packing tape and then 2 rolls of plastic, strong plastic tape. That's going to be more than enough, and a Coke and some ibuprofen. My back is a bit stiff today. You just have to be careful. And also the plane, so I'm going to stiffen up on the plane. So yeah, that was a successful little stop off. I'll drink my Coke and get going. Oh, here's a road sign you don't see very often. Hope this don't happen. I don't know why it's got a big fish on it, or whale. Hello, fishy. Well, I'm in McDonald's for lunch. So just riding very steady. Oh, here it is. Arigato. Thank you. That's quick. One word you do have to know is oki, which is large, because the portions are not oki. So even if they have oki, they're just medium. Yeah. So it's into the end of the bike trip, which was last Wednesday. I went to the university, spent a day there on Thursday, just like tourist things. Had a great time. Then they invited me to do a talk, which they paid me for, so I'm very grateful for that. So I went back there yesterday, the day before yesterday, did the talk. They lent me a laptop as well, which was good, for the gap, so I could prepare for talk. I then did that. I went back there yesterday, spent the day there in the labs, really good, interesting research they're doing. So we're keeping in touch with them. Stayed up by the university last night in a Love Hotel. managed to change my flight, used one of the guys' phones, so thanks for that, because obviously local number, so they're trying to try to change it online, but they wouldn't, you couldn't do it, you had to ring. So I was expecting to have to pay a fee and a fare difference, but they said that there was no fee, which is good, but I think I'd have rather paid the fee and had a hard confirmation. But then they also said that you might not get the email, or it might not come, so ring again if you're not sure. So I was thinking, have I really changed my flight? But then logging in to manage my booking, it is there as I got a flight tomorrow. So it's 3 days earlier, so that's at 8:30 a.m. So I will, so my plan now, as I said, I was thinking about how to do it. I'll ride to the bike shop, not to the hotel, and then I will ask to leave my bike there, or just lock it up somewhere nearby if they won't let me. It's quite a quiet area, because I went there last week. And then I'll then if I'm there about 2, then I can walk to a hotel, check in, leave a bike, and walk back to the bike shop and cycle to the hotel. I think that's probably the most effective way of doing it, and with time as well. So I'll be walking while waiting to check into the hotel. Whether I did it the other way, I'd have to wait till 3. There'd be more waiting prior. So I got the tape, then packed the bike up, and then I'm near the monorail, so then I can get straight to the airport in about 15 minutes in the morning. So they start at 5 a.m. or 4 to 5, so I'll get up at 5 a.m, get on it. When it's quiet, it should be right. With those, I've seen people on it with luggage, so I think a big bike box would be okay. Then hopefully it'll be alright. I'll get back in England at 17:40 Heathrow. So I was always thinking maybe get back Saturday to see DRI in Stockport, but it's not worked out. But obviously the England game 10 p.m, so should hopefully get back in time for that and see Henry. So just like my thoughts, probably a bit boring. But I look back and remember these, as I say, it's like diary entries, public diary entries, what's going on, and also filling up time. So I'll eat this. I might even do the typical cyclist, what equipment would I took, what would I have not took. I'll just say, I don't know whether I'll say it now or I'll say it now, but I think I've been quite blessed on this trip. Every time I've had a little bit of a problem, I've overcome it really easily. So I didn't want to say to it, I've still got a big cycle, still got to get home. But in other trips, when the hard times come, you always look back and they're the best times anyway. So I just think as long as I'm going to die, then it's or hurt, then it's it's not that bad. So hopefully it'll just stay smooth. I just hope I'm preempted saying that, and I have a big problem with that. Should really wish I said that, but they're not that superstitious. So I'll eat this food and then we continue on the last ride. Back in Shinjuku. I'll cross the road to see this busker. I wish we had buskers like this in the UK. Well, I've got my box, which is excellent. It's going to loosen the pedals as well now. So here's my box, here's my bike. So I'm going to attempt to roll and walk 3.3k with the walking route, 4k on the cycling route. So I've just had a little test. I can sort of, with it under one arm, riding one-handed, just rolling. It's a 46-minute walk, so the time is 10 to 3. So hopefully I can do it quicker than the walk time. But we'll see how it goes. And my pedals are loose as well, so I have to bear that in mind. And if there's any problem, I'll just have to push my bike and walk with it under my arm, which will be slower than walking, but sure I can roll bits of it. Let's see how this goes. So that's a monorail which goes to the airport. I've been walking so far, but might have a bit of a roll down this incline, see how it goes. It's a bit tricky. The good thing about the traffic lights now is you get a break. It is difficult, but I think the best technique is box under the arm, one foot clipped in, and then use the other leg as if you're on a skateboard, just pushing you along. It's quite a bit quicker than walking like that. But yeah, it's obviously not as quick as cycling, but you can't cycle. And I went down a little bit of a hill and I did almost lose control a little bit. So I have to be very careful. So I think I'll use the skateboard technique and take it and mix a walk in. Will these lights change? There it is. It's long. It's quite a wide box actually, which will be handy. I'm over halfway. I've got to come down this river bit. It says no skateboarding, walk your bicycle. I'm walking my bicycle, but I'll be sat on it. I don't think those apply to me. Maybe. I walked it. The bloody steps even more annoying. Well, I'm having to walk most of it now, and I don't think, only 400 odd metres left. I don't think I'm going to be the Google estimate, but I'm sure that doesn't consider the traffic lights. So it'll be around the time it says, I think. Well, my Garmin says it was 43 minutes elapsed time, so I'm taking up Google on that. And in that heat, oh god, that's probably the hardest physical activity. I'm actually drenched in sweat. So there it is. And I was concerned about if it rained. I think there's quite a bit of sweat damage on the handle. So I got some extra tape, so I'll reinforce that. I think it's should be alright. So I'm going to get checked in, get a drink. I can see vending machines, and then if it won't let me bring it in, I'll just get it in the box out here, and then take it in. It should be right out here for a few minutes. I wouldn't do this in England, in London, no chance. Right, while I'm doing the unpack, I may as well do the obligatory equipment run through. So, just quickly on this. Toe peak bag on the top, definitely. The Apidura frame bag, even though it's good for size, the stitching is coming undone a bit there. I mean, it is old, like over 10 years. Or about 10 years, but I did, well, my original one, I had a warranty claim on it, on that same thing, and the waterproofness of it wasn't quite so good. This pod sacks bag, which I'm just taking off, 100% have that, and the V-strap bag on the back. The only thing obviously in here is my sleeping mat, my bivvy bag, my Rangemaster bivvy bag, and my down quilt, which I never used, but it was good to know that I had it as an option. Maybe with hindsight I could have bought just emergency bivvy, but I said I planned for America and I just bought everything. But I think because I was coming under budget, under time, I could afford to go in the hotels a bit more, especially with the container hotels keeping it cheap. So SPD pedals, 100%, already off in the bag. Continental Grand Prix Four Seasons, 100%. Obviously, this one at the end, I was getting a bit slippy in the wet, which I never mentioned at the time. It was a bit unnerving. So I think this tyre is definitely on its last legs. I had 2 punctures on that, which is the only issue. Front one might have a little bit of life left in. So I speak to Steve at 2 was 4, and he said they were spec for, I think it was 5,000 or 6,000 K anyway. So with the extra weight, they probably serve their purpose. And obviously Dura-Race Di2, even though the crankset is Ultegra. So coming to Japan, it's a no-brainer. Any issues, should be able to get it sorted. Hydraulic disc brakes, again, something I wouldn't normally have on on a trip like this, but again, Japan, Shimano should be able to get it sorted. The rear wheel fine, Ultegra had spare spokes for that, courtesy of 2 wheels as well, and the front wheel, I said I did complain about it a bit at the start, hyper wind space. I mean, it's not massively deep, but the bike handling did take me a few days to get used to, and then it was pretty much fine. But then there was the one day where there's some really gusty side winds, and it was a little bit unnerving, and that was concerning me for going up to Hokkaido where it was really windy. But when it was really windy, it didn't, and it was a headwind, it didn't affect it too much. So it's the gusty side winds. It was only one day it was bad, but with hindsight, I probably would go on a shallower normal rim with that. But my concerns, which I mentioned in other videos, weren't, luckily nothing came to it. So I think, oh yeah, and then the crankset, I did go to a 60, and yeah, I think because of my mobility issue down my left side, definitely had to do that. So it'll be interesting when I go back to my other bikes. I mean, my S5 is 170, and my Audax bike on my old Cervelo is 175, and always used to be 175. I think I will go shorter now. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, I'm on the 14th floor up here. I don't think I'm going to get my bike in, so I will just take the bags off, take the wheels off, turn the handlebars round, and then just get it in the box loosely. I don't think they can really complain about me taking it in the box, and if they do, I'll just have to pack it up properly, come back out here, pack it up properly, seal it up, and then leave it in the luggage waiting area, which I've got. But can't see them moaning of it being in a box. And I've been to the vending machine, got a much needed drink. Yeah, so interesting. I say it's the final moments of the trip, really. So I have to check out here at 5 a.m. I have to check how far it is to the monorail place. I think it's only about 300 meters, but I'll see, walking with the box should be all right. Better than 3.3k or whatever with the bike and the box. So it's a bit dirty. Oh yeah, the bike, I say, it's been fine. So thanks to 2 wheels, a great service on it before I came out. And the only thing is, there's a little bit of play in the headset. Maybe it just needs tightening up, or maybe the bearings need changing. The front mech is probably on its last legs, because I think it did get a knock. But and then when I took it to the bike shop and they adjusted it's been a lot better since then. But before that, I had a bit of trouble shifting on the front for about a week, probably longer, and the chain kept coming off, but I could always put it back on by just shifting back. And yeah, so yeah, anyone who's history with me of this bike knows this bike owes me, and I think it's repaid me. So touch wood, it all gets back and everything. So that's enough of me rambling. I would say only cycling people would be interested in all that. But yeah, it's done well, I think. So thank you, bicycle. I will see you back in the UK once I've packed you up. Oh, another thing as well, I haven't really got any internal packing material. I think this box is wider, box I had coming out, so it should be all right. But maybe could go and get some bubble wrap or something. But yeah, if it gets a scratch or something, it's probably scuffed enough and things. So yeah, get it packed up. Alright, so now my bike looks very naked. All the bags. Yeah, one thing, in the Apidura frame bag was all the electronic stuff. What I would bring or not bring, everything apart from, I only used the drone twice. I bought it for the trip, and it's good, and I'm glad I bought it, but I think for my style of DIY video clips and that, I probably didn't need it. So I could have left that behind, but I'm glad I got it. Maybe use it on other things. So that would have saved a fair bit of space. And my Kindle I've not used, because I think doing these videos in the evenings, I mean, it didn't take long. 30, you probably get some of the quality and just sew the bits together. Maybe a few little edits if I was and ahhing a bit and tuck in a bit too much. You cut them out, but it's basically just sewn together, do a thumbnail, and then upload it. It didn't take too long, maybe 1.5 to 2 times the length of the clip, how long it took. So maybe an hour each night, maybe. But yeah, it then stopped me reading. But maybe I'll read on the plane. So I've used that. Obviously there's some repair stuff which I never use, which I'm grateful for, and some sort of like, you know, like medical type thing, you know, in case you can't get any scratches or whatever. So that was all right not to use that. And I had 2 battery packs. I probably could have got away with one, even though I used them both. I probably could have got away with one. But I think that was sort of over planning for if I was camping, which obviously never had. And let's say plan for America, switch to here. So I think if you, and also my toothbrush, I only use my toothbrush I think 3 or 4 times, because they give you a toothbrush in the hotel. And I think if anyone wanted to ride Japan, they could pretty much, if they planned it, you could do it like as a day ride, really, equivalent of having stuff. You know, it's the facilities at the hotels and everything are fine. I only had that fin lock. I think that was fine. But obviously early on I was a little bit paranoid, just because if a bike went missing, then you know the whole trip's over. But I think it is quite, obviously safe here. So even, as I said before, even going to London, that isn't the hotel. The hotel's that one. But even if London, I would no way I'd have left it out like this. Even in a posh area, like no way. So here I think it's all right. So yeah, so I'll take the wheels off. I'm not going to do a full pack, so take the wheels off, turn handlebars, take saddle down, maybe take my Garmin mount off, and then get it in the room if I can, and then put the spacers in for the brakes and take the chain off. Could do it out here, but I'll get covered in crap. So I'll do that next. Right, so that's that. Just repack it in the room. It's a good box actually, a very, very good box. It must be an e-bike. So yeah, get in the hotel. Just fits in the lift as well. Without having to get it on its side. I'm at the top floor, so I might get a good view. It's near Tokyo Tower as well, this hotel. Well, I'm in my hotel. I've had a bit of a nightmare last hour. I had some missed calls, well, not missed calls, I had some calls from Beijing, and I answered them, but they just hung up or got disconnected straight away. And then I had an email from Air China saying they cancelled my change flight because I hadn't paid the fare change. I was mentioning this in the McDonald's, and I said on the phone, like, do I not have to pay a fee? I was expecting to pay a fee, and she said, no, it's fine, you can change it once. So and I wrote some email saying like you've just cancelled. They emailed me saying they cancelled my. Then I got an email saying they cancelled my flight for tomorrow. I know. I said I've just rearranged my plans. I've come to Tokyo. I'm staying near the airport. I need this, and I can't ring you because, well, best to sort out by email. Luckily, they got back to me very quickly, and it was actually the woman who I was speaking to on the phone, because I took her name, and I said in my email, Wendy said that it would be, free and all that. But I think she'd made a mistake, and then they were like, she said they wanted £2,290 for me to go on the flight tomorrow, and I was just like, I think this is your mistake. I'm not. Well, I wrote it all politely, and I just said, look, like, is there no way that you can waive this fee, because I've changed my plans based on what you told me. And then I think she wrote back, and it was basically like a computer says no situation, where I think they were trying to put me on it, but they couldn't. So I just stuck to my guns and said, look, like, can you sort it out?
And then luckily they did. She escalated to a manager, and then I've got my booking. But for an hour when I got in here, I was a bit annoyed, but it's all sorted. So I was just thinking, I haven't eaten. I had breakfast. Oh no, I had the McDonald's. Yeah, so I did have lunch. Yeah. But I'm really hungry, but I've decided I'll sort the bike. So I'll just quick repack, tape everything. I probably got because the box is actually very good. I probably got too much tape, I think, but best to have too much than too little. So I'll get that done and go out for my final meal in Japan, and then get an early night. So I have to get up at 5 a.m. Well, I'm tempted. Well, I'll have a look. I might get a taxi. It'd be about £50, I think. Yeah, or get the monorail. Probably get the monorail. I'll see how far it is and what that's like to lug about. It should be all right. Yeah, I won't get a taxi. Yeah, but just with that extra stress today, I would have already been packed up now without that. But at least I'm coming back. So this might be I'll get some. Can't be me moaning about it. Well, can't moan because I sorted it. But yeah, for the last bit of the video, can't do that. Right, so that's the bike packed. Seems all right. I bought way too much tape. But best have too much than not enough. And I couldn't get the chain off. But I think it's pretty secure. The box is solid, I think. What I did is I put bags of clothes in carrier bags and then taped them around the sections. So I think it's going to be okay. Touch wood. So I'm starving. It's 7:15. I'm going to get some dinner. Well, I'm trying to find somewhere nice, Japanese. Tried to. We got turned away because full. It's quite busy, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to go in the British pub. I'm not going to go in the Compini either. My final Japanese meal. Well, down there is Tokyo Tower. Looks very nice. I don't know if I could be bothered walking up to have a look at it though. So early start tomorrow. So this is where the British pub is, yes. So let's get back to the hotel, I think. Oh, it is the departure. Goodbye, Tokyo. I've gone with the lazy option, booked a taxi, £40. I think that reaches for a van size for 5 people, so I should get the white box in. Just wait for that to arrive. I think it's going to be a long day. Don't want to be lugging that about in on the monorail and everything. Yes, it's like 5:20, something like that. Yes. Let's hope today goes smoothly. I got it in the end. At least I'm beating the monorail. And my bike has gone. 21.5 kilos it came in at. So that box is pretty heavy. The box I came out on was 5 kilos with a load of internal packing in it. And that was a lot sturdier and bigger. So yeah, just under. I think the limit was 22. So yeah, it's just made it. It felt like I had a lot less stuff coming back. But I haven't left, I'm pretty sure I haven't left anything. And of course, goodbye Godzilla. He pops up everywhere. Just waiting at Beijing Airport. They got a Costa coffee. Yeah, I can find any which is selling food or drink, and there's Costa Coffee tucked in the corner. So I've probably got about 90 minutes now. So far it's all gone smoothly. Does have my UK priced coffee, but I guess not UK airport priced coffee.
Henry! That's my old man. You okay? Little paw's coming out. I missed you. Yes, it's me. Oh, you're not jumping up. It's okay. I'm sorry I've left you, but I'm back now. Have you been a good boy? Yeah, you've been a good boy.